Spiritual gifts are usually your own natural talents that God has super-infused so that you can serve Him through your business. So how can you confirm your calling into business? Well, first, you need to recognize that your business is your ministry. It is the place you use your spiritual gifts. Where God has placed you, whether in a profession, a job, work, your business, it is your ministry. And how you show up every day as you work is your ministry. Have I said it enough? You may not vocationally be called to the work of a pastor or a spiritual teacher or a church director, but you are called to use your spiritual gifts to serve others through your business. Your work for God is as important as the people who are paid staff at your church or place of worship. You have a responsibility to make God known in your day-to-day activities. So, is this a new way for you to think? In this video, we're going to explore the how you can serve others in your work, in your business, by knowing your spiritual gifts, confirming that you are in, first, the right business to even use your spiritual gifts, and second, to really understand how to use them to serve others. Join me. Hey there, this is DeneenTB, your Christian business growth strategist and clarity coach. And I'm excited today to show you just how your spiritual gifts are given to you by God to be used for Him in your business. So the first question is, have you ever taken an inventory or an assessment to really pinpoint your spiritual gifts? You know, there are a lot of different variations, different ones that you can take. But for this video, I'm going to stick with the ones listed in this book, Marketplace Christian by Darren Shearer. His view on the gifts relate directly to your work and to business. So I'm going to list them in an ABC order. There are 24 of them. And so here we go. I'm just going to read them down the list really quickly. Administration, apostleship, compassion, connecting, creativity, cross-cultural, discernment, encouragement, evangelism, faith, giving, hospitality, intercessory prayer, knowledge, leadership, miracle, pastoring, prophecy, service, teaching, tongues and interpretation, wisdom and worship. So from this list, these three, administration, knowledge, and teaching, are my top three. They don't sound too spiritual, do they? But as I look at how they are laid out in Darren's book, I started to see the true significance of having these three gifts, and that how I am equipped to do the business that God has given me to do as a strategist and as a coach. So let me go through each one of these. Let me start with my administration. Administration means that I create order out of chaos. I am able to organize ideas, resources, time, and people to help make them more productive to achieve their goals as well. I actually do this in my Calling Clarity program. There's not only a self-paced course to follow, but we have a weekly Q&A mastermind where each person can work through the challenges that they're having and get new ideas for their business. And I like to say that this meeting always starts on time and ends on time. So next, the knowledge gift. This is why I am really what I call a ferocious learner. I continually read and listen and attend to learning new things that will really help me accomplish my goals. And I love new books where I can learn techniques I can actually use in my business. I'm constantly learning new ways to actually improve myself and improve my business. You see, whatever I'm passionate about, I kind of throw myself into it, and I learn all that I can. And this includes things like listening to podcasts so I can learn, or books on CD. in the car and even watching documentaries. Lastly, is my teaching gift. Now, this goes along with my knowledge gift as well, because whatever I want to learn, whatever I try to learn, whatever I am learning, I teach it to others in a way that they can receive it and actually use it for themselves. I want others to be able to apply the principles that they need to grow in their faith and grow in their business. And I like being the resource person, the one that others come to, the one with innovative ideas. My business thrives because I coach women how to strategically grow their faith and their business. So, do my gifts seem less spiritual, so to speak, say, than things like wisdom or pastoring or even faith? But they're not. They are not. God has created each of us to really fulfill a specific place in his kingdom. We each have been infused, as I said before, infused by God with these gifts just when we need them. Yes, some of them are very close to our expertise, like my teaching. That's why I believe that I actually went into the education field and God guided me to get that degree in education. And others, they rely on our talents, the talents that he's actually given us. So we need to remember that each play a specific role in what God is asking us to do in our businesses, and really for completing that picture that he has in his mind for his actual church. I want to also share with you the spiritual gifts confirmation of one of my clients that she's just discovered recently as she's working through the Calling Clarity program. Carrie's top 3 gifts are compassion, pastoring, and encouragement. Now, in Calling Clarity, in the program, we look at your top 5 gifts to help you see the connections, not only with what God is calling you to do in business, but also what other parts of your life are actually pointing in the same direction. This includes things like your personality assessments, what your values are, the strengths that God has given you, and actually your expertise as well. Now, Carrie's in a college program right now getting her degree in social work. Now, she started this program before she came into and became a part of Calling Clarity. So she's actually getting her expertise in this. But let's look at how her spiritual gifts align with and really confirm what God has led her to do. I'm going to look through them now. Her first spiritual gift is compassion. This spiritual gift is really the special ability to have genuine empathy and compassion for individuals who are hurting. Can you see how that can be really useful in her business, in her social work, in the path that she's chosen? Inside of social work, Carrie has chosen to specifically work with families with relational problems between the parents and the children. This gift, I think, identifies that she will be willing to listen and to prescribe ways so that each person's story is heard, that each person's needs are met. Did you say aha? Okay, let's look at Carrie's second gift. Her second spiritual gift is pastoring. Now, this may be easy if you're a pastor, but how does it relate to her business? The gift is about really caring consistently for the personal needs of others through counseling and coaching. This gift makes Carrie passionate about meeting the spiritual needs and the emotional needs of others. And this is another indicator of why Carrie felt drawn not to be really a public social worker, but wanted to create a business working with families where she could actually share her faith as well. Does that make sense? The gift is about listening and being present. And I can tell you, I have seen this gift show up in Carrie even in our own meetings. So the third of her spiritual gifts is encouragement. Now, this simply is the ability to inspire others to be courageous. Now, look at God. That's exactly what Carrie needs to do when she is doing the counseling and the coaching with families. She will need to help those parents and their kids take the steps forward by giving them the courage they need to work out the problems that they're having. Now, I'm going to let you in on some of Carrie's other pieces that she's discovered during Calling Clarity. 2 of her top values are compassion and encouragement. I know, you see the overlap, right? Her personality type is what we call a defender. She's going to be defending, helping these people. Her superpower is devotion. It's just amazing. And her leadership style is thoughtful. It just blows me away how God has given her exactly what she needs to have the business that he is calling her into. In Colossians 4:17, Paul wrote, "Take heed to the ministry which you have received in the Lord, that you may fulfill it." Your work, that business that God has given you to do, I'm going to say it again, is your ministry. He has given you exactly what you need to do the work that he's called you to do. And you know what's so great about spiritual gifts? They can change. If God needs you to do something specific. I remember that this happened to me during a time when I was leading a large drama group. The assessment revealed leadership for the very first time, the only time, because I needed it. The Calling Clarity program helps you to explore all of these things really thoroughly, understanding how God created you unique to live out your business vision and your purpose is really what I want for you. God has equipped you, and the program helps you to discover how, just like it did for Carrie. The biggest compliment Carrie has given me through all the time that she has been a part of Calling Clarity is this, and I want to read this quote to you. "Being in this program has challenged me to grow deeper in my walk with God. I have made some significant progress on this over the past few months. I believe this is what is going to lead to success versus just my hard work." I just get so filled up every time that I hear that. It's just so exciting to know that this is the type of thing that's happening in Calling Clarity. So I would love to hear from you. How is God working in your life and in your heart to really do something for him? Maybe it's to start a business. Maybe it's to scale the business that you actually have now. Maybe it's to use all of your uniqueness to really understand how to stand out, how to attract your ideal clients. What clarity do you need to take your business to the next level? I would love to see if I'm the person to help you. Let's have a chat. I'll put a link. I'll put it down in the description for you and I to have a clarity call. Now, it's a free conversation. It's just a conversation to see, one, if you are ready to take the step that God is asking you to take, and if I am the person to help you out. Make that appointment today. This is DeneenTB. Thanks so much for sharing your time with me. Make sure to do all the things, the likes, the comments, the subscribe, ring the bell, whatever it is, do that. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, be filled to overflowing.